So guys, we're back. Oh, the back stretching. Alrighty. We made it, didn't we? I think. We're inside the void right now, aren't we? We made it. We made it! I can't believe it. There's no ground, but if there was, I'd be hugging it right now. Lana, where are you? I heard your breathing just a second ago. Oh god, it's all coming back to me. Are you okay?
I'm here. But did something horrible just happen? The babies ripping. Was that just a nightmare? An old memory?
I'm not sure, but I remember it too, vaguely.
Well, even if it was scary, right now I feel completely fine. I don't hurt at all. So whatever. Let's celebrate. Let's get a drink of water because my throat is killing me. Oh cool, there's nothing in here. Oh, that is so flat. Is that the word? I don't know. Ugh. We freaking did it, you guys. We made it, someone new. That's right, after all this time, a whole new adventure is about to start. But wait, first things first. Where's Axie? Hi, Axie, are you okay? Thank goodness.
Axie, I'm glad too. If you're here, then everything must have gone well. Although I'm still unsure where here is exactly. We don't have bodies right now. And yet, here we are. Talking or communicating somehow with each other. Inside the void, I expected a lot of unexplainable things, but this...
Hey, let me say something to you guys. Real quick. I need to apologize. I should have believed in you guys. You were just trying to look out for me. I'm sorry, Hey, we're here and we're alive, right? No spilt milk. We love you and forgive you. And nothing can change that. But like you were saying, Neo, where do we go from here?
Yeah, this place is quite strange. But man, does it feel so nice to be able to think clearly. Back in the void, I wouldn't have even been able to tie my shoelaces right now. That's right, shoes. I regret never inventing shoes.
Why are you guys changing the topic? I did something really bad. It's only natural that I apologize. Yeah, I'm beginning to remember a little more. Something horrible happened to my body. Yeah, the kids, and it was because of me. But hey, it doesn't hurt any, Axie. Nothing hurts. At all. I just feel really calm. Am I recording? I just now remembered because that's actually pretty important. Yes, I am. Cool. You see what I'm saying? It's okay. Don't worry about what happened. If you want to apologize for yourself, fine. But don't worry about us.
Actually, now that you mention it, I'm curious. Why did the kids do what they did? Things were moving a little too quickly for me to analyze the situation.
Yeah, about that. A few months ago, they came to me on their own. And they were talking. I mean, like, sentient and stuff. They said what I was thinking at the time. About you guys going into the void, you'd be killing yourselves or doing something even worse. And you guys are my family. I couldn't bear to watch you throw away your lives and die. So I listened to them.
Well, the triplets sure bamboozled us. I wonder how long they've been able to speak.
Yeah, I don't know when they had the time. The real question is, why did they attack me? If they really wanted to save me, then why did they go so far as to rip off my limbs?
They must have been trying to keep us away from the void. That's the only thing I can think of that would make even a lick of sense. But it doesn't look like they're here, even if they followed us. I spent a large portion of my life in the tank, dreading the void. How bleak it must be. I've had horrible nightmares of this place. But, at least right now, there's nothing to be afraid of in here. It's kinda cozy, actually. Perhaps I'm just happy that we're not in the state that we were anymore. I don't know where that comes from. Being sick like that, it was a real drag. Horrifying, actually. Feels more like a bad dream now that I'm out of it. Wait, Neo, you were sick? Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better now.
No way, no way, no way! You! That green text!
Wait.
I know it anywhere. Text? I never thought I'd see you again. Is it waiting?
I'm in the flare. Right, nobody. Even though I've been here a couple times, I still don't understand this place at all.
Is that really you, Liam? You're not lying to me. That's really your name?
Well, no. I'm not lying to you, actually. For the past, gosh, I don't know how long it's been. I've been by a different name. It feels nostalgic to be called Liam again by someone other than him. Cleo, this is unbelievable. I wish we could talk to you more. Way back when, He's such a bore. Why the hell would you want to talk to him when you could be talking with me?
Is that Hank?
The one and only. Though, how could you ever forget a presence this sexy?
Hank.
Hey, Axie.
Are you still the same after all this time?
Maybe I am. Let's not waste time then. If you'd like to fight me, let's do it right here and now. Unless you're afraid
of you.
Never. Obvi said that we don't have bodies here. That means I won't leave a stain when I'm done with you. Ah, just ignore him. He's just a little grumpy that he didn't get to say goodbye to everyone in town.
Huh? You want me to ignore him? Liam, you understand what you're saying? That's Hank. The same Hank that tormented you. The last time we saw him, he said he was going to torture you in here.
Yeah, well, that was then, and this is now. As if the time has passed, hasn't it? Shut up. That's the wrong voice. I could still do it, you know. Torture you until your eyeballs peel off. He talks big like that. But don't worry, guys.
Why are you defending him? Hank, of all people.
He always says he'll do all this terrible stuff to me all the time. But he can't. A long time ago, all B tied our souls together. So if he hurts me, he hurts himself. Secondly, I don't think he would hurt me anymore. Not after everything we've been through.
And just what have you been through? You couldn't have been floating in here all this time, right?
God, no. I'd be puking up my own shit if I had been in this boring place for so long. I don't know how Bracket Boy does it. If you weren't in here, then where were you? Oh, the story, alright. Maybe even a story and a half. We had good lives. We've lived as humans for a while now. Did you say you lived as humans? Yeah, and we even held as heroes in this world. But it wasn't like we lost our memories of you guys. What do you think? That's right, Axie. Your annoying voice has been haunting my nightmares for ages now. But I'm still as curious as you are about our lives from before. In fact, last time we were here, RV promised us that we'd learn our real identities soon enough. The identity that predates everything, including the tank. I want to know what happened, but I can't say I'm looking forward to revisiting that place. He showed me a bit of something a long, long time ago, and it's been haunting me ever since. Yeah, guess it's why Bracken boys some respect. You know, it's about damn time. You're still grumpy, aren't you, Hank? You miss her, don't you? Don't start with me. And you better not say anything else, or I'll beat you silly.
No. Who does he miss? You better tell me.
His puppy. Gummy. Shut up.
Hank? Our Hank? Our Hank has a cute puppy.
Shut the fuck up, actually, before I... Pickles. Hey, I need to know. This place you two lived in was perhaps our mutual benefactor. I'll be there too. Don't know if he had a body. If he has a body. There was one time he talked to me, but that was a special occasion. Bracken boy is a mysterious little fuck. We've been following his orders for years, and yet we still know nothing, next to nothing about him. His orders? Well, kind of. We mostly did our own thing, and it's sort of aligned with his interests.
And his interests were...
I think he just wanted to restore order to the kingdom.
Wait, you were in a kingdom near him? That's so cool.
Yeah, we lived for half a century or more in a place called the Kingdom of Glass. Never really found out why they named it that way, though. It's not like the kingdom was literally made out of glass. The Kingdom of what?
That's just like the world in the VR headset. And we even used a setting based off of that in one of our longer role-playing campaigns.
Yeah, so the headset we found under the rock must have been... My rock, huh? Haven't thought of that place in a while. Home sweet home. Was that game real? You saw us in a game. What the hell kind of trippy shit is that? Well, you must have seen my magic work as well then. I was one of the most powerful sorcerers in the land.
Hey Liam, I know there's a lot to talk about right now, but there's something I've been wondering. Something that's been bothering me for a long time. How's your health been in the years since you left the tank?
Oh, I'm still sick.
Oh. You are? After all this time?
Yep, but it's okay. I'm not gonna lie, I still have my off days. But generally, things are, well, they're viable now.
Viable? What do you mean?
I've gotten better at managing my symptoms. I can go out and do things, and even think clearly, as long as I pace myself. Life can still be crappy, but I can actually be pretty darn good. But it can be actually pretty darn good. Sometimes. Even if it's been a while, things are still a work in progress. For a long time, life was probably even worse than it had been in the tank. But despite it all, I'm still here. And good times have been had. And who do you have to thank for some of those good times? Is he being sarcastic? I can't tell. I think I merged your voices. Nice. Well, we've lived together for a while. I guess there were good times, but it really took a while to get there.
It's still so hard to believe you and Hank getting along together after all this time. But that makes me really happy.
I don't know if getting along is the right word, but I can tolerate him. Since you guys are so nosy about us, now we can be nosy about you. What have you dumbasses been doing for the past 6 years? I guess simply put, living.
We haven't been on any grand adventure like it sounds like the two of you went on, but we did have an enjoyable, relaxing time at the tank.
What are you guys talking about? We did go on a couple adventures, though we made them up ourselves. Still, they were amazing. Beyond amazing. So, how's the tank been doing all this time? And my rock?
Your rock has been mostly untouched. Well, We made a statue. We made a statue sticking out the palm of it, but that's all. But the rest of the tank has, well,
It's changed quite a bit. There have been multiple areas of it even. I think we've all got at points that you'd probably love what it turned into.
Tell me. Tell me all about it. I'm really interested.
Well, do you recall the colorful plants that grew near the northwest corner? You'll never imagine how key those plants were to the wonderful life we lived.
That's disgusting.
As the two parties caught up, another listened in as well. I wonder, is all my hard work about to pay off? Or are you 5 nothing more than another dud? After all this time, I suppose the moment of truth is here. I hope you are ready. I hope your time in the kingdom and your time in the tank has allowed you to reason out the truth. Well, that wasn't everything, not even close, but it should give you two a fairly good picture as to what we've been doing for the past eternity. It sounds like it was a lot of fun, and pretty relaxing. If you ask me, it sounds boring compared to the kind of shit that we've been doing. Unlike you silly role-playing campaigns, we've had to deal with the real magic, and wars, and monsters.
Still, I wouldn't trade our lives in the tank for anything.
Neither would I. Even if the ending was messy, I wouldn't trade it in for nothing.
I'm a bit curious as well, as to this supposed messy ending of yours.
Ha. That's him, isn't it? It's gotta be him. I remember the way you are not Hank. I remember the way of talking for the messages. I knew you'd come by sooner or later. I guess it's finally time for us to meet, Arby.
From my perspective, we've met several times before, Neo. But I suppose there is no way you could know that. Very well. I would do my best to live up to your imagination then. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Rock Bottom, the territory lord, and from this point onwards, until I dismiss you, or until the end of time, I am your master. I'm your master, and you are my minions. That is the nature of our relationships, henceforth. Now, here in this tiny slice of transitional stands the 5 seeds I planted so long ago. You 5, my new minions, potential key players in the conflict yet to come.
Hey, what about Liam and I? We've been doing more than chopping liver for you these last few years, bracket boy.
Always in preparation for this exact day, this exact moment. Though, I suppose that means less to me, our manipulator time. So, what do you want from us to do? More important, what happens if we are not prepared for this conflict?
You will rest, as you shall not be useful in the war, and be discarded, like the vast majority of essences you see floating around you. But, Lamnet, not...
Oh, I guess I'm looking up a word because I have no idea where to even begin with that. Wait a minute. And a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. Oh, okay, now I get what it's trying to say. But lament not this possibility. It will cause you no pain, no more pain. And depending on the outcome of the future, you may be better off that way. Besides, as for the task I ask if you know, it is simply answering the question.
A test? You're saying our lives come down to a test? Ours got last place whenever we had quiz night. I think we'll all be answering this question together, Axie. Is that correct, Arby?
Indeed. So then, Axie, Lana, Liam, Hank, Neo. The final question. The first and last and most important question. Who are you? Who are we?
Guys, I thought this might be the question he asked us. In fact, I even prepared a possible answer.
I also. When you said that, something came to mind. Something that's crossed my mind a few times over the years.
Well,
I'm second guessing myself. But I guess I got an answer too. Go with what I got.
the last time I wasn't here, without being Hank, some troubling things were said. It was from that conversation that I was able to come up with an idea that might be the answer as well. Oh please, Breaker Boy, that question is so fucking easy. Anyone with half a goddamn brain can get it. Why do you think I finally stopped hating Liam? But we only came to an understanding a couple of years ago. We lived in the Kingdom of the Gods for over 25 years under the same roof. Shut up. Anyway, it sounds like we're on the same page. Are you ready? Let's say what's on our minds all at once on the count of 3. Where? We're one and the same. It sounds like you all came to that conclusion separately. For a long time, I had some idea. I might not have always been confident enough to bet my life on it, as I just have, but it was an intriguing hypothesis. For a while, I assumed it was only me, Nana, and Axie who must be the same, but that just didn't feel right.
It's something I hoped was secretly true. The idea came to me on a day in the tank, randomly, and I thought it was just a mild intuition. The idea never left. Never in my wildest dreams. It was this conversation that really gave it away. Talking to Liam and Nick after all these years, like no time had passed at all. It's weird to say aloud, but it really did feel like catching up with myself.
I found out the reason why I hate myself. It's the only thing that made any sense at all.
We've hurt each other at points, haven't we? We've all hurt each other at points. This begs another question, doesn't it? If, once upon a time, we all occupied the same consciousness, what was our collective name? Is it possible for us to know that, even with all the information we currently have?
Well, of course it is.
I won't penalize you for not knowing, but you could think of some sort of bonus question if you like.
Yeah, these are obvious, you idiots. Our name together has to be Enk.
Grass.
Yeah, well, let's see you brainiacs come up with something a better idea. I might have one. Throughout the years, I've spent many nights hunched over in my lab, looking at my notes. There was a particular time, one of my best present lower hours, during an earlier portion of the tank's history. At the time, I was spending hours in the stupor, hoping that the void would work again, just absently staring at our names printed down on the page. Oh my god. It was just lucky that I had accidentally arranged our names in the format I did, in the order I did. But now I think about it, was it luck at all? Was it an infinite amount of monkeys pressing random keys on a typewriter? Or was it simply some form of intuition, as you just suggested? Lana, I know what the memory coming back. Either way, I came across a configuration. By taking the first letter from each of our names, in this order, and putting them together. Adam. The name stuck out to me in a way I can't quite put into words. It rang a bell somewhere, deep inside my heart. I imagine it's hard to forget your own name. It's hard to forget your own name, yet somehow I have. Is that right, Albie? Or have I made some mistake? Even if the name stood out to me at the time, there wasn't much I could do, even with this assumption. At the time, I was afraid of opening up old wounds and bringing it up to you guys. It's always been in the back of my mind, though. Eventually, I sort of forgot about it. It's not like we didn't have other things going on at the time. It's only now that it seems to be all coming together. What do you think, everyone?
Neil, I think I just realized the full gravity of what you've been trying to say. If this is true, that means we're all secretly the same Alan character. Then I've been an egghead all along. No. It cannot be. They'll call me Axie the Egghead. They'll beat me up and take my lunch money and leave me out in the rain like a dog. I don't know. That's a boy's name. I can't say I'm not disappointed. I was hoping that we'd be a cute kid.
I knew all along that we must have had a different name. It sounds familiar to me, too. I would go with Neil on this one. Alright, so we know our goddamn name. Whoop-de-fucking-do. So, what's the word, ragged boy? Do we pass your stupid-ass test? You do. Congratulations, Alan. You've passed all the prerequisites I set out for you. This in itself does not mean your essence is ready, but it does mean I am comfortable gambling on that possibility. Mr. RV, sir, I think it's safe to say that you lost me. What are you comfortable gambling on us on? I think we're going back to somewhere. A place that's haunted me ever since we've been separated. So you have an idea then? Yeah, you three have never been through this before. It's not fun, even for a sadist like me. Your head will feel fuzzy, and you'll start remembering weird shit, like you're hallucinating. Although remembering things last time made things even more confusing for a while. Now that the five of you are gathered here, you should be able to see much more. You should be able to see much more of the truth. Tell me the story of your life amongst yourselves, and fill in the gaps of knowledge that others are missing. And then come back to me, and we can start the process for you to become Alan again. This is, of course, assuming none of your essence is shattered. I just knew I'd have to revisit that time. Well, I'm ready now, as I'll ever be. What say the rest of you? If you are not ready, then I must postpone this.
I'm ready to have my hopes of being a cute girl dashed into oblivion, if that's what you mean.
Little kid me better be saying I am. And it better be adorable. Yes, let's go. Back to that time, huh? Well then, bring it on. Even if you may have once shared the same essence, it does not change the fact that you are now distinct, different personalities. When you return, we'll have more to talk about. Good luck. Not every project of mine reaches this point. The five of you have potential. Good luck.